Maybe this next album will unite us all. Probably not,
No.
but maybe.
No.
Let's move on anyway. Let's move on anyway. Catch Your Breath have dropped their debut album, Shame on Me.
Why'd you have to push me away? Tell me you changed, left me with nothing. All you gave was empty promises. You'd always break.
Shame on you, Jake. Shame on you.
What the fuck did I do?
I don't know. I just wanted to say it.
This band is sick as fuck. And this album is sick as fuck.
This album's just okay.
Ooh.
Derek, it's our time.
You know,
This is the most something and nothing
let me
album.
say something.
Okay.
21 Gun Salute did not click with me when it was a single. I fucking heard in this album. I think it's the best song on the album.
It is.
It's up there.
I vouch. It's this for me.
Justin and I are on
and
the same wavelength today.
We're just today, man. I don't know what it is. I
Is
think
Shame on
I
Me
think I
not
was
your
thinking-
favorite now, Justin?
No,
Damn. Well,
especially as the closer. Fuck that. It's good.
I don't understand how it being a closer can just take it from being a top 10 song of the year to not. I don't get it.
Because it's just not.
21 Gun Salute is better.
21 Gun Salute, and then I get Dying on the Inside, Deadly, Mirror, Cold Light. IMO, Shame on Me being a closer, kind of hella killed this album for me.
Yeah.
That's
such a shame.
It was a single, right? So did you
It was the
listen to
first
it?
single.
It was the first single.
That is. You know what? I don't have any memories of that song, so I'm not mad. But I would be mad if I was you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Justin. This is not in the context of the album. It kind of works, but like sonically, and the fact that we've had like two fucking years with it.
This is a heaven and high all over again. It's worse.
I can understand it being the closer being disappointing. I just can't understand like it completely changing your view of the song to not being an incredible song. Like,
I'm not
that's just
saying it's
what's
a
weird
bad
to me.
fucking song. I'm saying there's other stuff on the album that's better than it. And I have a bad taste in my mouth. I have, bad vibes because it's the closer.
I
for
just can't.
2+ years.
I just like if I go into some of my favorite songs of last year and let's say like, I don't know, let's take like a fucking what's a good example? Let's say for example, if Bad Things by I Prevail for whatever reason was the closer off of True Power, right? That wouldn't change my opinion on it being one of like my favorite songs by I Prevail.
Okay, but
like, I'd be
that's
a
I
little
Prevail,
annoyed.
and I don't really care about I Prevail.
That's not what I'm saying.
Guys, none of this matters because You Should Know Why is the best song on the album. That's my take.
You mean YSKW?
Yeah.
You school.
SKW. It's one way to say it.
I have another take,
Okay.
and maybe this is.
I'm good.
Just yawn.
This album discussion has turned into let's talk about the album to how many hot takes can we throw at one another?
It is a very polarizing album. I think Dial Tone is a bottom 3 song on the album.
Okay,
Oh, that's
no,
an
no.
awful take.
Well,
That's
yeah.
an awful take.
I
know
knew
what?
it.
No,
You know
no,
what?
I'm with you.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
No, I don't agree with that.
It's oversaturated to hell.
I
For good reason!
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Dial-A-Tone is
don't-
the
I
best
wouldn't
song
say
on this
that.
album and it's not close.
I wouldn't say
Whoa.
I wouldn't say that either. I'm in the middle, guys. Don't hit me.
I don't know. I'm thinking for me, and I hate to like talk to the niggas of the album, but like I feel like everything besides Mirror, Dial Tone, and Dying on the Inside is like really good. And then those 3 just kind of exist.
You got guys. You know what this album needed?
What did it need?
I don't know what you're about to say.
Good lord. Oh,
Shut up.
I physically
I
recoiled.
saw that coming. Come on, guys.
Oh my gosh. I just had like a
You're dying on the
visceral
inside,
reaction to
Derek?
that.
Are you dying on the inside from that one?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
like-
He's saying
I made the
Cold
same
Light.
sort of face that you make when a really heavy breakdown hits, but it wasn't like out of
No,
respect. It was
like
like,
my
ugh.
My Face at the Knocked Loose show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take off of what Jacob was trying to say. Let's actually talk about the album instead of just being hot takes
Yes.
at one another, right?
Yes, I agree.
So, No Evil is a bit of a weird opener, but I can forgive it for how strong every song on this album is.
No Evil is a terrible opener.
Yeah, it's one of the weakest songs on this album. I'll give it that. But I don't think it's awful.
No, it's a terrible opener for this album because a lot of this album is a mix of the cleans and uncleans. No Evil being heavy uncleans, in my opinion, makes it terrible because you are starting off with not really a good answer to the album.
It's like
I would have been more okay with Shame on Me as an opener, because Shame on Me would have actually been a more clear indication of like what I would be getting out of this album. Whereas No Evil starting uncleans just brings me back to their songs before they got big, like Blood in the Water, Criminal, and Ricochet, where it was mostly uncleans, which I didn't like.
I will say, I do think it, like, the singles make a lot of sense now hearing the full album, because it's very clear that the singles they chose are the most radio-friendly songs, other than No Evil. Because they saved, other than No Evil, they pretty much saved all the heaviest parts of this album for the album. And left, like, Dial Tone's entirely clean, Savages is almost entirely clean, Mirror is entirely clean, 21 Gun Salute is almost entirely clean, Shame on Me is almost entirely clean. Like, the singles make sense as singles.
I like how, I think something I thought was funny is that when Shame on Me dropped, we were like, oh, like at the very end, there were a little bit of uncleans in the back. We're like, oh shit, like I hope that maybe that's a glimpse of something in the future. And then the album starts off with No Evil, which just has a breakdown and all this other shit. And, man, this is a very solid album. Just, I think these guys and Until I Wake are like the new, I mean, I know they like tour together or whatever, but like they're the future of like this kind of music. I think like this specific style, this metalcore leaning post-hardcore kind of thing, just phenomenal. Also, can we talk about the bleh on Cycles? Like
that's my second favorite of the non-singles. I fucking love Cycles. Cycles is incredible.
That's like bottom 3 for me.
Yeah, well, that's expected, I feel like. You know?
Yeah.
Can I even say that Cycles is like one of the best metalcore songs I've heard all month, actually? I might be able to say that.
What about
You cannot say that. That's not allowed. But I'll let you say it anyway. You earned it.
My favorite non-single, the one song we haven't touched on like at all yet, My Confessions, falling right in the middle. Oh, incredible. So fucking good. The way that song builds is just, it's so fucking good. It's so good. Just, it reminds me a lot of Hopes and Dreams by Caskets, just if it was 3 minutes long instead of 5 minutes long, you know? It's a perfect song to throw in the middle of the album. And just, it's exactly what I was hoping it would be. Like, for me, those types of songs that, like, they have that slow build, if they're just entirely slow, I'm thinking, like, what was the closer from that I Prevail album? That was, like, almost entirely acoustic or whatever. Or the closer, wasn't the closer from Welcome Home by Varsity?
Deep End?
No, not Deep End. Wasn't the closer from Welcome Home by Varsity, like, a full acoustic or something?
That's a Justin question.
High Regard, I think was it called? Yeah, I want to say it was.
Yeah, there's a lot of albums that just, they try
11 a.m. That's what it was.
Yeah, 11 a.m. Stuff like that, where it's like, that's just so much of nothing to me.
It's Doomed for I Prevail.
Yeah, Doomed. Okay. Couldn't remember. But My Confessions is just like that perfect style of like a slow build song into an explosion of energy. Other songs we haven't really mentioned, Savages, we didn't talk about it as a single, but that song has grown on me a ton since it dropped as a single. Mirror, I think, is a fantastic song. 21 Gun Salute is incredible as well. Got to hear that song live, and it's as good as it was live. Dial Tone, I think, is deservedly one of the best post-hardcore songs of the past like years, honestly. It like I think it deserves to be like the poster child of post-hardcore.
I wouldn't go that far.
Nope.
I think it's a good song.
Nope.
I don't think it's like revolutionary or anything, but
I think it's alright. I've just heard it too much to the point where I'm just kind of dead to
That's
it at
fair.
this point.
Dial Tone's just an undeniable banger for me. Maybe it's just that I heard Dial Tone live twice, and just the way that the crowd lights up when that song starts playing is just like, that's a feeling that I don't think I am ever going to be able to let go of. It truly feels like I don't know, it's like a Just Pretend by Bad Omens to me. It's like on that caliber. This album, front to back, delivers on just about everything it set out to do. Yeah, there's a little bit of like, the expectations going into it are pretty jarring from what it actually ended up being. Shame on me. I would have rather there be like a 14th song as a closer. You move Shame on Me somewhere else, or you have an opener that's more like fitting to generally picture what the album is going to sound like instead of No Evil, which sounds very different from the rest of this album. But when I listen to every song on here, I am thoroughly impressed, and this is one of the best debut albums I've heard all year.
I would say one of the songs I've been spending this month was Dying on the Inside. I think
Dying on the Inside is solid, for sure.
I think minus 21 Guns Food is probably my favorite off this album. I really like the chorus. Don't tell me that I'm fine. It's like it's all inside my mind. I need relief. Even if it's make believe. Everything I try to hide keeps on eating me alive. So don't tell me that I'm fucking fine when I'm dying on the inside.
Yep.
I think that's probably gonna be my favorite. Again, I added Deadly, Mirror, and Cold Light from what I hadn't heard prior to the album. But overall, I don't know. This album could have done better.
Man, such a shame. But it is what it is. The album's out. We made our opinions. A lot of conflict with this one.
I'm in the middle. I think there's definitely highs, there's definitely lows. It's an okay album. I recommend listening to it.